Hi there, movie readers. Welcome back. Before I start on 1985, I'm a typical reading movie style. I'm going to go back to 1984 for a couple of books that I missed. And first up, I have Sudden Impact. Now, this one's from 1984. Should have been in my last video. This is the last Dirty Harry novelization. As you can see there, this is by Joseph Stinson, who also wrote the screenplay, and the story by Earl Smith and Charles Pierce. That's the back. Yeah, I think this is published by New English Library in February 1984. Published in the USA by Warner Books in 1983. And another one from 1984, Romancing the Stone, by Joan Wilder, who was the name of the character played by Kathleen Turner. This is in actual fact written by, this is a pseudonym of Catherine Lanigan. This is published by Corgi Books, again in 1984. I like the cover on this, very Mills and Boon. Not such a nice spine there, it's a bit faded and grotty. Never mind, pick them while you can. It's worth noticing about Romancing the Stone is the in the back we have a final little note, a letter to the reader from Catherine Lanigan herself, and also what I assume is a letter from Michael Douglas, just sort of congratulating her on the novelization. So on to 1985 now. First I have Back to the Future by George Guype. This is another Corgi Books movie tie-in. And that's the back. My copy here has a strange plastic covering on it. And a little sticker there. Never going to get that off. This is based on a screenplay by Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale. This is the 1985 reprint. Sadly no colour inserts. It makes me wonder if the initial first printing of it did have colour inserts. I do not know. Let me know in the comments below. Also by George Guype, Explorers. This one's in a separate video. And also, yeah, George Guype also did Gremlins, which was in my previous video. So I quite enjoyed this book. It's a much more coherent offering to what we got in the final film, also more informative. This is the Pocket Books American edition. Next I have Daryl by N.H. Kleinbaum. This is published by Pacer Books. This is written up on the side there. Let's have a quick look at the spine. Look at the back. So this is another one of those films from my youth that I enjoyed. I don't remember much of it. I haven't seen it obviously in many years. It's got the iconic picture of Barrett Oliver there piloting a plane, which I think came at the end of the film. And yeah, published in 1985. printed in the United States. Just a little note, I always seem to notice that American paperbacks always have the publisher up the side of the spine there. This was a great little find back in the day, before the internet, discovering novelizations that I didn't know existed, just sitting on shelves. Next I have Fright Night. Now this is a reprint of the novelization. This is a novel by John Skipp and Craig Spector, based on the screenplay by Tom Holland. So as you can see here, this is obviously looking a bit new. This is because this is the Encyclopocalypse reprint. Recommend checking out their website if you've got any interest in reprints of novelizations. They've got a few there, including hardcore. Off the top of my head, I can't remember any others, but there are a few. Worth having a look. Next is Pale Rider. This was out in 1985. This is written by Alan Dean Foster himself. If you're interested in any of his other novelizations, please check out my video featuring all of his movie novelizations. And this one's published by Arrow Books. Next, Return to Oz. Quite enjoyed this film. Quite spooky in places. This is written by Joan D. Vinge. And it's the back. Picture of the Tin Man there. Published by Target Books. I think this is a... where on earth did that come from? Must have been on the inside and fell out. Some nice colour stills here, but it featured on the end cover and front covers, just on the inside. Yeah, this one's printed in Britain, Target Books. Now, I believe this she got to visit the set whilst they were filming, and also included a motif for the Gnome King within the story as well, which I think apparently was missing from the final film. Another Joan D. Vinge offering, published by Pan Books. This is Ladyhawke, film starring Matthew Broderick, Rutger Hauer and Michelle Pfeiffer, as you can see on the front there, playing the Ladyhawke herself. Published by Pan. Got some black and white stills on the inside there. Took Joan about 4 to 6 weeks to write, and she also originally underbidded to write the novelization of this, and still got the job. Next is Rambo First Blood Part 2, a novelization by David Morrell, who also wrote the original book First Blood. This one's published by Arrow. It's not very good condition, this book I have here. It's also got an interesting little author's note at the beginning, telling you here that obviously the original First Blood was slightly different, and that Rambo died in that. And of course in this, he's still alive, because in the final film they didn't want to kill him off. Next one, Starman. I think I've shown you this before. This is by Alan Dean Foster. Quick look at the back there. This is by Corgi Books. No inserts. And another one that's featured in one of my movie films videos on YouTube. This is The Terminator by Randall Frakes and Will Wisher. Also worth looking out for the version by Sean Hudson if you're either jammy to find it, or if you're rich because it goes for a lot of money, I believe, online. This one's published by Warner Books. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a comment below. Thank you very much and goodbye. And also, yeah, please let me know if there's any other novelizations from 1985 that I've missed out or don't have. Please let me know in the comments below.